National Electrical Code does not permit a steel junction box to be located behind a drywall wall, even if the wires within the junction box are properly terminated. This requirement is outlined in the 2023 National Electrical Code, specifically in Article 314.23 Cone, which states that junction boxes shall not be installed in walls or ceilings of combustible materials unless approved type boxes designed for such use are installed. Furthermore, Article 314.17 of the same code specifies that junction boxes must be installed in a manner that allows the wiring contained within them to be readily inspected without requiring the removal of any part of the building or structure. The rationale behind this regulation is primarily focused on safety and accessibility. Steel junction boxes, being conductive materials, have the potential to conduct heat, which could pose a fire hazard if they come into contact with combustible materials. By prohibiting their installation behind walls, particularly those made of drywall or other combustible materials, the risk of igniting these materials is significantly reduced. Accessibility is another crucial factor. Electrical connections within junction boxes may require periodic inspection, maintenance, or repair. If a junction box is concealed behind a wall, accessing it for these purposes would necessitate cutting into the wall, which is both inconvenient and potentially damaging to the structure. By ensuring that junction boxes are readily accessible, electrical work can be performed safely and efficiently without causing unnecessary disruption. To further clarify, let's delve into the specific requirements outlined in the NEC articles. Article 314.23 pertains to the secure mounting and support of outlet boxes, device boxes, and conduit bodies. Subsection C specifically addresses boxes supported from framing members. Paragraph 1 of the subsection, which is the one cited earlier, prohibits the installation of junction boxes in walls or ceilings of combustible materials unless they are specifically approved for such use. This means that if you intend to install a junction box within a wall or ceiling, you must ensure that the box is designed and listed for that particular application. These approved boxes are typically constructed of non-combustible materials or incorporate features that prevent the spread of fire. Article 314.17, on the other hand, focuses on the entry of cables into boxes, conduit bodies, or fittings. Subsection D deals with the installation of boxes and conduit bodies in accessible locations. Paragraph 1 of the subsection, again the one cited, mandates that junction boxes be installed in a way that allows the wiring within them to be readily inspected without removing any part of the building or structure. This requirement is intended to ensure that electrical inspectors and maintenance personnel can easily access the wiring within the box to verify its condition and make any necessary repairs. The term readily accessible is key here. It implies that the junction box should be visible and reachable without requiring any special tools or equipment. Concealing a junction box behind a wall would clearly violate this requirement, as accessing it would necessitate cutting into the wall. In addition to the NEC requirements, there may also be local building codes or regulations that further restrict the placement of junction boxes. It is always advisable to consult with your local building department to ensure that you are in compliance with all applicable codes. Now, let's consider some practical implications of these requirements. Firstly, when planning your electrical wiring, you should carefully consider the location of all junction boxes. Avoid placing them in areas where they would be difficult to access, such as behind walls, ceilings, or under floors. Instead, choose locations that are easily accessible, such as in closets, attics, or basements. Secondly, when installing junction boxes, ensure that they are securely mounted and supported. This will prevent them from moving or becoming dislodged over time, which could damage the wiring. Use appropriate fasteners and supports to ensure that the box is firmly attached to the framing members. Thirdly, make sure that all wiring connections within the junction box are properly made. Use wire connectors that are suitable for the type and size of wire being used. Ensure that all connections are tight and secure to prevent loose connections, which could cause overheating or arcing. Fourthly, label all wires within the junction box to identify their purpose. This will make it easier to troubleshoot any problems in the future. Use wire markers or labels to clearly identify each wire. Fifthly, when closing up the junction box, ensure that all wires are neatly arranged and that the box cover is securely fastened. This will prevent the wires from being damaged or dislodged and will also protect the wiring from dust, moisture, and other contaminants. Sixthly, if you are unsure about any aspect of electrical wiring, consult with a qualified electrician. Electrical work can be dangerous if not performed correctly. A qualified electrician will have the knowledge and experience to ensure that your electrical wiring is safe and compliant with all applicable codes. In summary, the National Electrical Code prohibits the installation of steel junction boxes behind drywall or other combustible materials unless they are specifically approved for such use. This requirement is intended to ensure safety and accessibility. By following these guidelines, you can help to prevent electrical fires and ensure that your electrical wiring is safe and reliable. Remember to always consult with a qualified electrician if you have any questions or concerns about electrical wiring. They can provide you with expert advice and guidance to ensure that your electrical work is done safely and correctly. Consider some alternative solutions if you need to conceal wiring but cannot place a standard steel junction box behind a wall. Firstly, you could use an access panel. Install the junction box in the wall cavity but then install an access panel over it. This allows you to comply with the code's accessibility requirements while still concealing the box. Access panels come in various sizes and can be painted to match the surrounding wall. Secondly, use a listed box for concealed locations. Some junction boxes are specifically listed for concealed locations, meaning they are designed to be installed behind walls or ceilings. These boxes often have features like fire-resistant materials or special mounting methods. Ensure the box is properly listed for its intended use. Thirdly, consider surface mounting. If concealing the box is not essential, surface mount it. This ensures easy access and complies with the NEC. Surface-mounted boxes are available in various styles and materials to blend in with the surrounding decor. Fourthly, use conduit extensions. Extend the wiring from the junction box to an accessible location using conduit. This allows you to keep the junction box in an open, accessible area while still routing the wires through concealed spaces. Fifthly, consult with a local electrical inspector. Local electrical inspectors can provide guidance on specific code interpretations and acceptable practices in your area. They can also help you find alternative solutions that meet both your needs and the code requirements. When working with electrical systems, safety is paramount. Always energize the circuit before working on any wiring. Use appropriate personal protective equipment, such as gloves and eye protection. If you are not comfortable working with electricity, hire a qualified electrician to do the work for you. Additionally, always obtain the necessary permits before starting any electrical work. This will ensure that your work is inspected and approved by the local authorities. By following these safety precautions, you can protect yourself and others from electrical hazards. The key takeaways from this information are: firstly, steel junction boxes cannot be hidden behind drywall without violating the National Electrical Code. Secondly, accessibility for inspection and maintenance is a primary concern of the code. Thirdly, alternative solutions like access panels, listed boxes for concealed locations, or surface mounting can be considered. Fourthly, always consult with a qualified electrician or local electrical inspector for guidance. And fifthly, safety should always be the top priority when working with electrical systems. Keep in mind that electrical codes and regulations can vary depending on your location. It is essential to stay up to date with the latest codes and regulations in your area to ensure that your electrical work is compliant and safe. Furthermore, electrical work should only be performed by qualified individuals who have the necessary knowledge, skills, and experience. Attempting to perform electrical work without proper training can be dangerous and could result in serious injury or property damage. In addition to the specific requirements for junction boxes, there are also other general requirements for electrical wiring that you should be aware of. For example, all wiring must be properly insulated and protected from physical damage. Wires must be sized appropriately for the amount of current they will be carrying. Grounding is essential for safety. All electrical equipment must be properly grounded to prevent electrical shock. Circuit breakers or fuses must be installed to protect against overloads and short circuits. All electrical connections must be made in an approved manner, and electrical work must be inspected by a qualified inspector. By following these general requirements, you can help to ensure that your electrical wiring is safe and reliable. Electrical safety is everyone's responsibility. By taking the necessary precautions and following the applicable codes and regulations, you can help to prevent electrical accidents and protect yourself and others from harm. The information provided is intended for educational purposes only and should not be considered a substitute for professional advice. Always consult with a qualified electrician or local electrical inspector before performing any electrical work. These professionals can provide you with expert guidance and ensure that your electrical work is done safely and correctly. Remember, electricity is a powerful force that can be dangerous if not handled properly. Always exercise caution and follow the applicable codes and regulations when working with electrical systems. The National Electrical Code is a comprehensive set of standards that provides guidance on the safe installation of electrical wiring and equipment. It is updated every 3 years to reflect the latest technological advancements and safety practices. Staying up to date with NEC is essential for anyone involved in electrical work. You can purchase a copy of the NEC from the National Fire Protection Association, or you can access it online through various subscription services. In addition to the NEC, there are also other standards and guidelines that you may need to be aware of, depending on the specific type of electrical work you are performing. For example, there are standards for the installation of fire alarm systems, for the installation of low-voltage lighting, and for the installation of renewable energy systems. These standards are developed by various organizations such as the Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineers and the American National Standards Institute. Staying informed about these standards is essential for ensuring that your electrical work is compliant and safe. Finally, remember that electrical work is not a do-it-yourself project. It requires specialized knowledge, skills, and experience. If you are not a qualified electrician, do not attempt to perform electrical work. Hire a qualified electrician to do the work for you. This will ensure that the work is done safely and correctly and that your electrical system is compliant with all applicable codes and regulations. By following these guidelines, you can help to ensure that your electrical wiring is safe, reliable, and compliant with all applicable codes and regulations. Always prioritize safety and consult with qualified professionals when needed. Your local building department is a valuable resource for information on electrical codes and regulations. They can provide you with guidance on specific requirements in your area and can also help you obtain the necessary permits for your electrical work. Additionally, they can provide you with a list of qualified electricians in your area. Don't hesitate to contact your local building department if you have any questions or concerns about electrical wiring. They are there to help you ensure that your electrical system is safe and compliant. Also consider the long-term implications of your electrical work. Choose materials and equipment that are durable and long-lasting. This will help to minimize the need for future repairs and replacements. Properly maintain your electrical system to prevent problems from developing. Regularly inspect your wiring, outlets, and appliances for any signs of damage or wear. Replace any damaged or worn components promptly. By taking these steps, you can help to ensure that your electrical system will provide you with reliable service for many years to come. And remember, safety should always be your top priority. Never take shortcuts when it comes to electrical work. Always follow the applicable codes and regulations and consult with qualified professionals when needed. By doing so, you can help to prevent electrical accidents and protect yourself and others from harm. The information presented here is intended to provide a general overview of the requirements for junction boxes. It is not intended to be a comprehensive guide to all applicable codes and regulations. Always consult with a qualified electrician or local electrical inspector for specific guidance on your particular project. They can provide you with expert advice and ensure that your electrical work is done safely and correctly. Remember, electrical work is a serious matter that should not be taken lightly. Always exercise caution and follow the applicable codes and regulations to protect yourself and others from harm.